everybody, it's me, Russ. Another 3 records from Record Store Day 2025 that are on my list. These are all 10-year anniversary records, so I thought that would be fun. I'm only going to do like a few of these at a time because there's a lot of these right out there. People are sharing, you know, it's like a half hour worth of Record Store Day kind of talking about the same thing. So maybe I'll hit this from a different angle for you. I'm also driving around the Seattle area as I am a handyman type person. I do work here in the city, gig work, and traffic is bad, you know. So thanks for coming along with me. Let's get right into it. Number 1 on my list. These are in no particular order, by the way. I'll throw this one out there. This is The Sword. Yes, that is from the Warp Riders. This is actually, I'm cheating a little bit. This is a 15-year anniversary on this one. It was originally released in 2012. There was a few record stores days back where their debut album, I picked that up. That came out in 2006. I really like the band. Some really good metal stuff. The record comes in a mirror embossed jacket, and it is a colored vinyl. Sea of Pyrus Blue is the color of the vinyl for that one. So that sounds pretty cool. I picked that one up. That's number 1 on the list there. The Sword. A shovel. Have a special place in my heart for Mr. Frank Turner. I'll tell you what, that is an album from 2015, and it hit number 2 on the charts, the UK, you know, pop music, whatever charts, rock charts. I don't know. Frank Turner's a singer-songwriter. You could call him folk punk. He was in a hardcore band called like Million Dead before he went out doing solo work. Part of his solo work was recovery, so Frank was you know, heavily into drugs and alcohol and drinking himself to death, and made a U-turn from that. And some of this music that he makes is about that kind of, sort of. It's not super like in your face kind of better sober up. It's not that at all. Just a brilliant songwriter. Love this music. It's lifestyle.
We lost faith in the omens. We lost faith in the gods. We just ended up clutching at the empty rituals like gamblers clutching long odds. And I don't care what the weatherman is saying, because the last time that I saw him, he was on his knees, he was praying. The preachers and the scientists got soaked just the same, and we wondered if they'd ever get dry again. But I don't want to spend the whole of my life indoors, laying low and waiting on the next storm. I don't want to spend the whole of my life inside. I want to step out and face the sun.
I just quit my job with a pizza franchise that I was a part of. I'm not going to get into all the details of what I did. Sales is most of what I did. while working there, helping other people set up franchise sales operations, that kind of thing. Anyway, not to bore you with that, but it was getting to the point where I was like, just, they were keeping me around in the SeaTac area because they liked me, you know. I started to see that my job there wasn't necessary to them, but they were still keeping me around, you know, which is kind of nice. And they need me, you know, you bring this guy in, right? We got Russ in the pocket over here, but he's doing this little thing here for a while, for now. Anyway, I saw that and thought, well, you know, I'm either going to get laid off, or it just felt like I was almost a drain on the company, this franchise owner in particular, that he was almost like losing money having me there. And I didn't like that. I like to be a purposeful guy when I'm working for a place. You do something for a company and you want your work to be meaningful in some way, and it wasn't meaningful at all. So I quit and became an Uber driver. So this is early, not too early, but 2015. You could still make a lot of money doing that, you know, and I did. I made pretty good money driving Uber for a while, until I drove my cars into the ground, and it was a trying time. But during that time in 2015, I was turned on to this artist, Frank Turner, by a guy from the UK who said, hey, he kind of listened to some of the stuff I was listening to, some punk stuff, you know, not too hardcore for the passengers, but he goes, hey, you should check out this guy, Frank Turner. You really like him, I think. And after I dropped him off at the airport there, I put on this record.
I'm not 40 down, but I could well recall the day my father reached the ancient age that's now bearing down the power of my thought decade, and honestly I'm afraid I'm long in the tooth, but I'm ready for the truth, and the time it takes for the sun to rise and fall. We'll find out if I am man or mouse, if I am set to stand or fall.
So this is a RSD first, 3,000 copies, but it is a limited edition, as the Record Store Day one is pressed on blue and red, two blue and red, right? One blue, one red LPs for this release. It's got like a 5-page insert, you know, with lyrics and photos and stuff like that in it. It was mastered by Frank Altright at Abbey Road Studios, pronouncing that properly. Recorded in Nashville, I guess, by Frank and his band, the Sleeping Souls. Part of it was recorded in Germany, so there's like demos. Disc 1 is the record, right? And then disc 2 has some bonus stuff on it with demos and other stuff by Frank and the Sleeping Souls, his band. Great record. Next on the list, Blur.
I love the aspects of another seat.
Okay, this record, I love Blur, right? I mean, there's that album, 1997 album, that I love the best. There's that song.
I got my head shaved by a jumbo jet.
After that, you know, there's some of the albums, you know, they're kind of hit and miss with me. I'm an American over here in the Seattle area. Of course I'm of course I'm gonna like the song number 2, as it's called, right? Or song 2, the Woohoo song. That's also, if you look it up on streaming, it's the one song that they have that's got over 1 billion streams. That song, song 2. Anyway, this album I wasn't a fan of, man. I'll just be honest with you. They hadn't made anything in like 12 years, and they threw this together in 2015. And yeah, I'm just not much of a fan of that one. And I made it home. Got the home fires burning. I don't want to dog on Blur too much. Blur's a good British rock band from over the pond there. Just that record wasn't my favorite, you know, and they hadn't done anything in a while. They come together and sometimes, you know, want to change things up or experiment with new things. Maybe that's what was going on with the Magic Whip. But yeah, I probably will pass on that one, more than likely. I won't be buying that. So, to review, The Sword with the Warp Riders, and Frank Turner with, that was a 15-year anniversary. Frank Turner, Positive Music for Negative People. It's a great record. And that's it. That's all I got in this video. And thanks for watching, sticking around this long. Hey, give it a like if you're stuck around this long, right? Might as well. It helps the channel and it warms my little, my old punk rock metalhead heart down in here. Just gives it a little bit more. It grow a little, one more size if you do that. So.
By a jumbo jet.